Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. As you may notice, I'm not speaking Norwegian, I am actually speaking English. And I have wanted to do it for so long because I know there are a lot of people that's from other countries that are watching my videos, and there are obviously a much bigger audience. So hopefully for now on my videos will be in English, and I hope that all of my Norwegian followers still wants to follow me. But I'm not gonna lie, it does feel very strange and weird and a bit awkward, but I'm gonna try my best. Started my YouTube channel with speaking Norwegian, which is my main language, and it has taken a bit of time before I got really comfortable with, filming, and it felt really weird in the beginning, but I'm very comfortable with filming and speaking Norwegian. I have really wanted to make English videos instead because, as I said, there are a much bigger audience and a lot of people from other countries watch my videos. All of my Norwegian videos or my past videos have subtitles both in Norwegian and English. Anyways, but my videos from now on will probably be in English, so I hope you guys still want to follow me. Today I'm here with my horse Tia. She is 13 years old and she is bred and has done show jumping her whole life, but before we got her she lost her confidence completely, and she is basically a project horse. Had her for about 2.5 years now, so we are still trying to build her confidence in show jumping back up. We are doing a lot of dressage, and she is an absolutely amazing and very talented horse in dressage as well. She moves absolutely amazing, so it's really fun to ride her on the flat as well. She has currently had a few weeks off now because there's been so many competitions with my other horse weeks now, and she is a bit round, I'm not gonna lie. But in today's video I'm gonna clip her, and I'm also gonna have a tutorial on how to clip a horse. So I hope you find this video helpful, and maybe you get some advice, or maybe you're gonna clip your horse for the first time, or your pony, or just need some advice basically. So the clipper I use is this one, and it's very cheap. It's from Biltema, and I know this was really popular. I think it was last winter on TikTok or something. Some hate it and some love it. I am the person that loves it. I think it's absolutely amazing. It's very cheap. Much more smaller than other clippers, but I think it's absolutely great. It clips really smooth, and it's just really easy to use. It has no cable, you just charge it, and I think it lasts up to, I think it's 3 hours. So I think it's really great. Best thing is, before you start, to have a clean or freshly bathed horse, and Tia is far from clean, but neck and her face and her main, her body is clean. It's just that her legs are absolutely filthy and full of mud. So we're not gonna clip her legs today because she absolutely hates it, but we're gonna clip her whole body, and I'm gonna show you how to clip a horse. So I like to start on the neck area or on the stomach or on the back. I'm gonna start with the neck now, and I oil my clippers around every 10-15 minutes, and it's very important to do it because if you don't, you basically kill your blades and your clipper, because the oil makes it much more smoother for the clippers to clip. So this doesn't make a lot of noise either, which is absolutely amazing, and that's another reason why I love it. The reason I'm clipping her is because when I ride, she gets absolutely so sweaty, and all of her tack and everything is absolutely soaked after I've ridden her. So I absolutely hate, sweaty saddle pads and everything. You can see the hairs goes in this direction, but I'm gonna clip in this direction. I always clip in the opposite direction of where the hair goes. I always like to start the clipper a bit before and then start clipping her, so she just gets used to the sound, because yeah, it can be a little bit, sometimes not all horses are a huge fan of getting clipped. She is really nice with getting clipped on the body, but not the legs. So I'm gonna start. I always like to start here, so I'm just gonna try to get as long and far as I can. So basically the key to get the smoothest coat and clip is just to basically try to make what am I gonna call this? These lines as long as you can get them. I don't know the word for it, but try to do as long parts as you can. Don't make like small cuts because that makes it really uneven. So just try to do it as long as possible. As you see, I'm kind of overlapping the other where I clipped before, and I go really slowly, and I don't push the clippers down, but I put a little bit of pressure on it. So I know when I started clipping, I was really scared to cut them, and of course you should be, but it's much more harder to cut them on accident than you think. I am in fact very lucky because she is really nice to clip and stands completely still. So I just keep overlapping and go over the spots where I see it's not even, like here for example. This was not very smooth, but sometimes the skin can like wrinkle a little bit, and then I just put my hand there and like hold it a bit tighter, which makes it a bit easier.
Pieces and be left alone once more. If you hadn't been so patient, you'd be easy to ignore. You put up with all my till you didn't anymore. And now I stand here calling at your door. Oh, now I stand here calling at your door. Yeah, I'm yours, anywhere you want.
Its hairs absolutely everywhere, but I have finished most of her neck, and I'm gonna start on the, her stomach and the back. And a lot of people like to leave a spot with hair for the saddle and to prevent from rubbing and stuff. I personally don't do that, so I just try to do as long lines as possible. It's a bit uneven. This blade is not really good, but it's kind of working. Also, since I'm not gonna clip her legs, I'm gonna show you how to like blend the legs a bit more so it looks a bit more nice. I personally would like to clip her legs, but it does not work out. So we just have to make it as pretty as we can. But she's not going to any shows or competition this year, so it's not a complete disaster because she's just gonna be written at home, basically. But yeah, and also she did do something here. I'm not sure what she did, but it has grown really well. So, and I've been putting a lot of creams and stuff on it to make it better, and it really has gotten better. I am not sure what she's done. Here I just clip upwards, and here it goes more like sideways, basically.
Mistakes, I have been too self-involved, been protective of my feelings, but somehow you made me fall. You got underneath the surface and you shattered every wall, and I know I got that feeling, there's no question anymore. And now I stand here calling at your door. Oh, now I stand here calling at your door. Yeah, I'm yours, anywhere you want. Yeah, I'm yours, and now we're singing.
So now I'm finished with about half of her stomach and her back. So now I'm gonna do her bum, and I'm just gonna do the exact same thing. I think I'm gonna clip till about down here. start to blend the legs. Clip down with the hairs instead of the opposite direction. I clip with the hairs basically. So I just do it a bit gently and try to make it as even as possible, but I'm gonna try to make the line first a bit more straight because that was not as good. Okay, I think I'm done. It's not the prettiest, but it's kind of a little blend, if I can call it that. I'm just gonna brush off all the hairs so it doesn't get too itchy for her. So always at the tail, I always do this V-shape kind of thing. So I'm just gonna put that there. But I always try to make it, because I think it looks more, I think it looks very good. Some people like to put this V like really high or very long. I don't like it when it's too big, but like sharp. And I also try to find the center kind of the V. Oh shit. I think that's okay. So now I'm just gonna clip the other side real quick and then I'm gonna do her face.
That you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. Whatever you like, you don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right, don't have to be scary. whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light. You're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You don't have to be ready. You don't have to be. You are like me, and I'm like you. You are like me, and I'm like you. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the right. Don't have to be scary. You just gotta.
I just finished her whole body. It's not very even and smooth. The blades were absolutely horrible, so that's why it doesn't look as good as it usually does. But I'm gonna start on her face now. And she's really calm, and I'll probably do some touch-ups tomorrow again, and it's so dark and late outside. In a couple of days her coat will grow a bit more out and it will look a bit more even. When I do her face, I always like to start on her chin. You should always be very careful around the eyes and these hairs, and also the hairs around their nose. Never clip these long hairs, just the coat basically. So I'm gonna start here, and I'm just gonna go gently and the face, the hairs goes like in a million directions, so I just go a bit like up and down basically. So in the forehead it's just I go downwards, and I'm gonna try to smooth it a bit out, and then I go up. This is how it turned out. Not too bad. It does look bad, but not that bad. And this is all the hairs that came off. So it was a lot. Guys, I think I'm done for today. I am absolutely covered in hair, and my whole body is just itching so much right now. I'm gonna put her rug back on, and then I'm gonna give all the horses their feed, and then I'm gonna go and take a shower. But I will probably do some touch-ups tomorrow. It's a bit horrible, I'm not gonna lie, but she's clipped, and it's because of the clipper and the blade, because the blade was so unsharp, so it didn't really cut well. I hope you guys liked the video, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!